Good afternoon and welcome to the last day of 2025. Happy New Year's Eve, everybody. We got Bitcoin putting out a potential golden cross signal as we move into the next year. A lot of macroeconomic changes and a little bit of a change of heart from China in their tariff war, and a massive, massive move being made by the United States looking to outpace China in the next global reserve currency that's being rolled out in front of our eyes. We watched this for years. It's happening live time, and it looks like it's going to get pretty hot and heavy in 2026. So I'm pretty excited about it. Welcome to the show. I have my wonderful friend of the crypto sphere in his elf hat. How the hell are you doing, Matt?
What up, dog? How you doing? Good.
I'm feeling good, man. I'm feeling good. I'm at home. I'm relaxed. I got a cup that spins. Listen to this. Can you hear this? Hold on. So this cup is...
Wait, is it sipping itself?
It's spinning. It's got this...
Spinning.
Yeah, it's got this magic pill in it, and it spins the coffee for me.
Okay.
So, I don't know. Just a little bit.
Wait, what does the spinning do?
It mixes it. I could put pre-workout in there, all that stuff. Good morning, everyone. We got a pretty unhinged chat. We might have some more unhingedness coming into the show here today, but there's a lot of good stuff to cover on the charts. A lot of good things to look at. Matt, are you in any trades right now before I get started?
No, I was going to wait to see if you were in anything. I'm not in any right now.
You have at it. Well, I mean, I'm going to look at the Bitcoin metrics and, probably
I made a little boo-boo on 2bit last night. Not stop loss in and might have
shit.
Like out, but we won't talk about that today.
All right. Well, hey, shout out to 2bit, channel.
Shout out to 2bit. You took my money.
Look at this. I got they give me swag. We should probably give a swag.
With what I got liquidated last night, they should send you swag.
Yeah, we should get some swag for you.
100%.
Ban the entire chat. I don't know if I can do that. DeFi Crypto. Good morning, everybody. Shake and Bake, Completely Stupid, Silver Days, Crypto Stevo, my man. Andy's asking red or blue pill. It is a black and orange pill that is inside the cup. Black and orange pill.
Dude, no, this is what I thought was happening. I thought it was sipping itself. I literally was like,
it's pretty nice. I gotta say, it's pretty nice. So let's get into the stories. Make sure to follow me on Twitter at Druth Crypto. I'm also known as at Druth Crypto.
What did I do this time?
Yeah.
What did I do already?
You do make it too easy. I'm also Druth Crypto on the Arena. Malik_Matthew on Twitter. Matthew_Malik or Malik_Matthew on Arena as well. But we're going live there. It feels really cool to see the Arena.
The Arena's blowing. There's we got to work. We got to work today to get our audience.
It's pretty crazy. It's getting pretty active over there. So, and also if you're not already subscribed,
people right now.
If you're not subscribed to this channel and you're watching the show, you disgust me.
Subscribe.
Yeah.
Get us to 100,000.
Get us to that 100K mark. We're pretty close. We're about 82,000 subscribers right now. And now let's check out Bitcoin. Let's check out what the old Bitcoin chart has in store for us. So we got the 10 a.m. scam going on once again. It's just like clockwork. This 10 a.m. candle set basically resetting us back down. Might be interesting for me, Matt, to see if we can if I can get an entry point in this green buy box that's been kind of very bouncy for Bitcoin over the last few days.
87,000.
Yeah, it's right at 87,000 flat. If I can see this price re-enter, maybe get the bottom end of this box, I might start putting some scalp longs in on VDEX and 2bit and feed the quant for all of those wonderful trade calls that he's been giving us, keeping us in the green. Now, let's hop on over to CoinMarketCap just real quick. We're just barely under $3 trillion market cap right now. Bitcoin sitting here just edging everyone at 87K. Ethereum right under 3K. It feels like things are very, very stuck here. Top movers, though, got some love going on for Canton Network, this token that I found pre-launch with DeFi. DeFi Crypto Airdrops called me the moment he saw this thing pop up on rwa.xyz with a disgusting amount of value on chain in the RWA sector. And I did add to the position at about 7 cents. So I originally bought at 11 right here.
Okay.
And then I bought more. It wasn't the perfect bottom. I did not get the 6 cent entry, but it was about 7.5 cents.
Oh, you didn't buy the perfect bottom. God have mercy.
It's tough to buy the perfect bottom. But yeah, it's nice. And this is why it's helpful to have a good team in your corner, folks. This is why you need a good team in your corner. Veteran Crypto is a good man, and he means well. He calls me when he sees things. I call him when I see things, and we make a pretty damn good sleuth team on the crypto market. So shout out to you, dude. Let's actually hop on over to you know what? Later on in the show, what I'll do, Matt, is we're going to hop on over to rwa.xyz just to look at the metrics behind what's going on with the the overall real world assets on chain. Make sure that everything is still looking hunky-dory over there. So this is a project that actually might surprise a lot of people in 2026. MYX.
Is Canton on base?
Canton is on Ethereum.
Okay.
Yeah. So, but it's actually, I think it's actually its own chain, I believe. We got to look into that. Let's go here. It's not on base. I know it's not on base though. I think it actually might just be its own layer. It's its own layer. And this is the thing about Canton, is that it doesn't, in my opinion, care about integration. Yeah, it is its own layer. Canton is its own chain. So the original,
so it's a layer one.
Yeah, when I saw this, it was very clear to me that Microsoft and all these other organizations, they don't care about us in our little crypto communities, and having this huge community behind it on Twitter or anywhere else, because it's for the bigs. They want secrecy behind their transactions. I'm going to be talking with the co-founder with DeFi Crypto and Airdrops in January as well. So we'll look into that. And if you have questions that you want us to ask the co-founder about, just drop them in the chat or send them to me on Twitter. Let's check out the overall landscape of crypto right now, just to see how things are looking. BNB with a green day. Leo still up. That means we're probably set for down today. Eva still up. XLM with a big haircut. ICP with a big haircut. Let's see, but everything else is just kind of flatline.
Looks like poop on a stick.
Yeah. This is the time frame. These alts, they're not really, these alts are driven by, can Bitcoin reclaim the glory? Now, we are on our way down to that 87 spot right now, Matt. So just keep an eye on this as I go through these stories. There's some pretty good larger time frame things on Bitcoin going on right now. We have Bitfinex Bitcoin longs beginning to slow down. It happened in Q3 of 24 and Q1 of 2025. Every time this happened, it marked the local bottom for Bitcoin. Now, there's a lot of discussions with, are we at the local bottom? And there's some bullishness. Now, right, this is highlighted by Altcoin Sherpa, but this is the same kind of bounce point that I've been highlighting on the chart for quite some time. Right now, we've spent about 42 days in this zone of fighting for our life to prove this 80K spot as support. Now, previously, when we fell down to about $75,000, this is the Terra 4 crash out that you all remember. It took about 54 days for us to dig ourselves out of that. So we actually are entering a time frame on the Bitcoin chart where, oh, look at it go. It's actually falling right to that level right now. I'm not going to do the leverage trade while I'm talking about this, though. So let's just look at this from a larger.
What's happening right now? Oh yeah, you're right. Look at that.
So it does have a similar structure up until right about here. I'd say that where we are is right about here in relevance to this previous bounce point. So if the bullish case for us happens like what happened in April 25, and we basically just see a washout and a reset back to the upside, we still have to be cognizant and wary of that final liquidity sweep dip that Bitcoin did right before taking back off. Boom.
Correct.
Right here. Right. So essentially we're right in this zone. It's very, very similar structure. And something that would make sense is a dip below that liquidity spot to about 76K or just above that previous wick low, and then get our chance to move up, chop up, something like that. So that's kind of our best case scenario that I can hope for. It's obvious. I don't feel like we have the bullish momentum. A lot of portfolio rebalancing is going on right now. That's what I think. What is this real PG guy going off of? What are you highlighting him for? Do I have to ban him?
I actually just accidentally hit that.
Yeah.
Over
What is he talking? He's like being super super limp wristed in the chat about something. I gotta say that.
I'm trying to go back far enough to see where it started here.
You brought him up on stage, so now I gotta call him out in person. Usually I'm able to ignore that, but
I guess he's not 100% wrong about what. It's hard to trade to do trading live without the show sucking. That's kind of true.
No, it's Is he questioning that? Like the difficulty?
No, he was stating that as a fact. He was saying,
there's no way. Okay, all right. So I regress. I wasn't paying that close of attention. So this is what I got to watch out for. And honestly, I want to extend this trend line. And see if this matches up to that washout moment. Right at about, like 80,000, 79,000 would make sense. If things are the same and the PSYOP is real and the powers that be don't want to give us entry points at that nice big green box that's below the cost of Bitcoin production, the cost of Bitcoin production is the thin green line that is at $73,800. The ultimate spot for me to really get that entry point would be below, like if I get below the cost of production on Bitcoin, that's where I can call it the back up the truck moment, right? Where I'm just sending everything after spot positions. And that's right at around like 65,000, 70,000 bucks. Let's look at the liquidation heat map though. Let's see where things actually sit right now. All right. So this is the 12 hours. It's not going to show us the larger time frame. Let's go to a larger time frame to see if there's any hot spots right at that 70. Ooh, okay. So we got 86. 86 is definitely a hot spot right now, Matt. Watch out for that. 86.2. And then we go a little bit deeper into this.
86.2, and what is the where there's look at all that liquidity right there.
Yeah, there's a good chunk at 86.2. There's also a chunk above us, right? So we have to acknowledge that at 90K. 90K is kind of like the glass ceiling that Hillary Clinton always warned us about, that we have to break through in order to move on to new pastures. 90K is that glass ceiling in the local spot. And honestly, there's not a huge amount of liquidity sitting at that washout point. It might be developed if people begin to start feeling more bullish. This flat line continues on, and then they can continue that. And just looking at the historical metric, like this spot right here, this is why stop losses are our friend. And honestly, I'm keeping the Deucey There Is Hope ticker on my chart. I think about you all the time, Mr. Deucey. So I think that there is some hope. If you are in a long position that is underwater from the 100K or high 90s, and you see a bounce anywhere up to this 93, 94 spot, de-risk.
I would take loss. People have got to stop thinking that if you lose money in trading, that's like bad.
Yeah.
It has to happen.
You have to live to trade another day is
Correct.
One of the best sayings. I think CryptoFace came up with that. Live to trade another day, right? Because here's the thing. You can have months of mistakes washed out and completely forgotten with one good ultimate move on the charts. You just have to be able to survive and find that entry point, protect your bag to get there. It's like fishing, and you only have a certain amount of bait. You have to put out your line to protect yourself. I'm long from 149 Bitcoin. Oh Lord. I know you're messing with me, but there's probably some people out there with longs from 120. There are probably some people
they're still holding, you think?
There are some people that probably have low leverage and that have been adding margin. Hillary is so hot. Okay, so someone's in the chat. Steve-O's saying that Hillary is hot. You know what comes.
You are banned.
I want next after that.
It's Hannah, and you're deported.
I got deported too. Very sad. Very sad. Put this user in timeout. We'll put him in one of those Obama holding centers. All right, there we go.
Instant ban. That's exactly.
Obama was great about holding centers and locking the border down. Honestly, he
ran on let's close Gitmo, then he sent more people there than ever.
All right, so let's keep moving through the Bitcoin action here. So Covered the kind of local lows here. This also might affect Bitcoin to the positive end moving into the next year, is that inflation metrics from their lied skewed metrics data set is now getting near or just below that 2% in inflation level. This is the Fed's target. More rate cuts coming. Don't bank on those rate cuts sending you to Valhalla, though. I will absolutely recommend acknowledging that after rate cuts happen, we dump every single time. A few days after, maybe at the end of that day, is a violent, horrible place to put in an entry point. If you don't have a stop right at entry and things go your way, you will be gutted, right? You will be gutted for it. So just be careful about that. I also saw this post from Merlin the Trader. I don't follow
Merlin the Trader.
Yeah, Merlin
the Trader. Okay, I like that.
He's talking about a 5th golden cross, right? And the time we had this is May of 2025. We also had it September of 24, and then we showed it in the beginning of 2024, right at about March. So let's go back check this. So we got March of 24, May. This is October of 25. And then right there. So these time frames actually do play out to being pretty bullish. You can see we had an 87% pump, 47% pump, 78, 33. And the big question is, do we get a pump from this golden cross, or are we headed back down to Chinatown? And that's where, I have to think in terms of nefarious market makers that would just want to cause us pain. The pain would be to not give the 4-year cycle maxis what they want and not give the permabulls what they want by making them wait, making them scared, thinking that we truly are headed down, and then basically just rip it up to the upside. So if I was evil and I was in control of, hundreds of billions of dollars and market maker,
you're not in control of hundreds of billions of dollars.
No, I'm not. No,
I don't understand why we're listening to you.
Then that's what I would do, right?
I would somebody else take over the show, guys.
Yeah, I would not give
retail hundreds of billions.
I wouldn't give either side of retail the love on this. That's just my my personal opinion of this. Pedro Hoskinson is butt plugging all ADA holders. Wow, that is I love this chat.
That's probably true.
Have you looked more into the leering centers, the Somalian leering centers?
I actually could talk about this for way too long, but
we're gonna talk about it later on in the show.
Angry.
Don't worry, we have our space. I've created space for us.
What I really need to talk about is I need the chat to help me decide which shark I'm taking as my official VDEX.
Oh, yeah, let's add you to the stage.
Here are my 2 choices. They made them custom for me.
All right,
1, 2.
Dude, I like number 1.
2.
I vote 1.
Okay.
Got an arena hat on.
They both have arena hats on.
I vote 1. That's my vote.
So you basically, do you want the great white or the orca? What are we thinking here, guys? Great white or orca?
Yeah. 1 isn't a shark. 2 is creepy. Oh, you're getting a lot of votes for 1, dude. You're
wait. Everybody likes this one.
Yeah. 2 they think is creepy. It's like a pregnant dolphin kind of vibe.
Yeah, that's the second pregnant dolphin dude, it's an orca, god dang it, but fine.
All right, fine. Clip that.
Fine, clip that for sure, you StreamYard monkey. Pregnant dolphin. It's an orca. They kill great white sharks in one blow. But fine, he looks a little.
But people don't care. I mean, honestly, the orca looks way less intimidating, and that shark looks cool. He's smiling with.
Yeah, he's smiling. His eyes are closed, but sometimes I come here asleep, so it's all right, I guess.
Yeah, it's almost like riffraff.
Yeah, exactly.
His main goal is to blow up and act like he don't know nobody. I like that one. All right, let's get to the Bitcoin stories here.
Thank you, everybody, for helping me make that very difficult decision.
Yeah. So dominance on Bitcoin, this is Rover highlighting this, but I just want to go actually look at dominance. This is really just a reminder to go check it out. So in order to look at this for yourself, you type in BTC.D on TradingView, and then you go here to CryptoCap market dominance. Now, we still are within the head and shoulders design. Bitcoin dominance is trying to disprove this, though, and show this as support. So over the next week, This is actually going to be kind of the determining factor. If we can continue to hold ourselves here, it'll break out of its general head and shoulders pattern, which would be bullish for Bitcoin's dominance over the entire market. Right now, on the weekly, let's look at this. Let's see what we're seeing on this. I want Bitcoin dominance. Like, here's the mindset that I have. And I know this may be counterintuitive to what others want, but if I could get the chance to buy Bitcoin below its production cost and see good altcoins that I know are good go down drastically in price, that's where you can actually make the money. Right now, if things just take off and Bitcoin goes perfectly to the upside and the dominance drops in this head and shoulders pattern, which is a potential, on the weekly, it's got a green dot, but the money flow is coming out, right? So we could see the dominance continue to drop, but the dominance looks kind of like the chart right now, the price chart of Bitcoin. They're both kind of pairing each other. So it's an interesting time. It'd be kind of crazy. The extra chaos realm move would be that price and dominance on Bitcoin fall and altcoins just take on. But this head and shoulders pattern, it's still holding for the time being. And if I am so lucky to see cheaper Bitcoin below that production cost, I'm going to be honestly pretty damn excited about it. That's the stuff that I like. I like seeing prices fall. I can buy things I like and watch them rise again. Then everyone will call me lucky later on. And then my wife tells me when to sell. As long as I listen to her, I'm winning, right? It's all about listening to her. She's incredible about that timing, though. So let's go to here. This is the real use and why this government is so bullish on crypto. It's not because of Bitcoin, particularly right now. It is all about stable coins, USDC and USDT being used as a Trojan horse, basically ushering in the US dollar into economies across the planet. Now, the race is on between the digital yuan, with its yield is coming very, very shortly in 2026, and the US, their version of it, in my opinion, is going to be USDC. It might be a hybrid, including Tether, though, but the yield being offered on stable coins is going to be very, very enticing for people across the planet. It's a matter of who comes out with this stable coin infrastructure first and who will win the stable coin war. This is a tough question to ask, and I'll put you on the spot, Matt. So
sure, hit me. Changing hats.
China has been developing their own, kind of digital credit score, digital yuan for some time, but obviously America has been too.
Yeah.
Which country do you think is going to win when it comes to rolling out their own digital stable coin in total? Not just testing, but actually roll it out on the population. Who do you think's got the advantage in that?
China by a long shot.
Yeah, I hate to say it, but fuck, man, it does feel that way. And what is your reasoning why?
There's no opposition to it. Who can stop them? Like there's no us in China.
Right.
Like this show doesn't exist in China.
Well, and also their society has been more primed for a digital identification. Digital payments is right behind that. You know what I mean? So I think that here's what I think will probably happen is America will lose when it comes to beating them to the punch on rolling it out first, but America will play dirty in instituting and getting access to the American stablecoin version very, very aggressively and basically undermine Russia, China, the whole lot of the BRICS organization. I think that is the more likely, as China will beat us to the punch in rolling this thing out, but then the American dollar holding up a better value will kind of entice users into the USDT pairing. So these are just things to think about, and this is the real reason why these governments are so excited about crypto, is because they can find new buyers for treasuries. They can basically look at a long-term potential, and really the scary part that we discussed yesterday on the 2 p.m. Discover Crypto show was the idea that Scott Bessent made clear is that Bretton Woods 2.0 is coming. Bretton Woods 2.0 means that a world war is also either in play or is coming. And the winner of that will be the actual world reserve currency moving forward into the rest of the century. So that's the crazy part about it.
Yes.
And that the war side, I think
feel like
America
China thing's
takes it.
already done. I think like they may not. I'm almost certain that it's done. It's like just a matter of it being so official that they can't hide it anymore.
That's true. That is
I think
true.
it's already done. I think that I don't think the Chinese people could stop a universal digital coin for their country
Mhm.
in any way because of the way they were so early on the whole social side of controlling people's lives through the how they got their social scores, right?
Yeah.
That's just where they're going, and it's the ultimate way to be a totalitarian, and that's what they are.
And there are more, I mean, you said they're a totalitarian, but they're like a hybrid capitalism with old school socialist infrastructure.
ZEC.
All right. So between ZEC and XMR, which would you choose?
I'm Z. Now that I've learned more about privacy coins, I'd go ZEC. But
Would you?
I mean, I think they both have advantages and disadvantages.
I don't hate having a risk-adjusted exposure to both of them.
I agree. I don't think it's like there's one that's bad and one that's good. Correct.
Right. I mean, they're both, very, very strong privacy coins. And I think privacy coins, if we see the digital yuan, the digital US dollar, and the lack of privacy roll out in aggregate, then the teenager syndrome reaction from people is to go into privacy coins. I kind of lean towards Monero because it hasn't pumped as violently as Zcash has. But take that with a grain of salt. Like my rule is to never top blast charts, and I think both of them are pretty near tops right now. So that's more of like something that would go on my buy list if things really do fall apart, right? I wanted to ask the chat this. We're getting up. We have about 12, 15 hours left in this, maybe 12 hours until it is 2026. Did you guys end up with more Bitcoin this year than when you started? I want to ask you this question. Michael Saylor put this out. Did you end the year with more Bitcoin than you started with at the beginning of 2025? What do you think? And I thankfully I was able to say yes. And honestly, I feel really glad that trading has allowed me to keep accumulating Bitcoin. I had to act very aggressively, and I did have to kind of take things into my own hands when it came to trading in 2025 was not easy, but I saw the lack of excitement on spot alts. I saw a lot of aggravation in the charts to come. My heart remained bullish on the alts that I like, but I had to take this situation into my own hands. And I did trade like a bat out of hell, got me more Bitcoin. It feels good, but it was not easy. I will not say that it was easy. So let me know in the chat, did you end this year with more Bitcoin? Matt, did you end up with more Bitcoin this year?
I have some as opposed to none. So yes.
Okay, that is good. That is very, very good.
Yeah.
That is very, very good. That's what you got to do, man.
I mean, that's the honest answer. So, I mean, it's not the best answer, but it's better than the other answer.
I think honesty is the best policy.
Yep.
Right.
I mean, I am nothing but honest.
Yeah, you got to stay honest. That's the only way for longevity, especially in crypto. We're surrounded by so many people.
I'm lying. I think it's very obvious. I think most people know it immediately.
It would be pretty obvious. Your face tells it all. So you got
my legitimate business enemy. I do not have the ability or the energy to do it. Lying requires an immense amount of energy.
It does, and it makes your face hurt holding the wrong
makes everything
expression.
Hurt.
Yep. I love this. Oh my god, Crypto Steve-O.
Someone's honestly retarded, right? Yep.
Yeah.
Agreed.
You have a special relationship building up with Steve-O.
Yep. Steve-O and I are going to be BFF.
Yeah. Trump Media announces plans to distribute digital tokens to DJT shareholders. So they're releasing digital tokens to the shareholders. At the same time, a lot of people are pissed off about the Trump token doing what's called a soft rug. They discussed it on the morning show. a soft rug going on with the Trump token. This was something that somehow I made money on.
Me too.
I want to ask you,
I should have made more.
how much money did you make off of Trump token?
Like $2,500.
Was
But
it
I
like
should
a
have made
3x?
25,000. I should have made 25,000.
Yeah. When did you get in on it?
I just waited until a friend of mine that was at the party at the White House in DC confirmed, which lost me about a 10x multiple.
Really? Because I was on I remember I hosted an emergency show for Mario Nafal, and it was about $5 by the time I was able to verify if it was real. It was $5, right? So I missed out on the dollar, the $2.
That just me too. I got in at like 7 billion and wrote it up to literally. I knew they were going to not stop until it beat Doge.
Yeah,
it was so obvious to predict the high on this one. That's the
I know. I know.
I sold the high by like 0.5%.
And here's how I failed on this one. So I got it at $5.
Yep.
And I held it, and I saw that it went up to about $77.
Yep.
And I was like, this meme coin could be the first meme coin to go to $100.
It wanted to.
It was close, but there was only a very short window. And I was looking at my Phantom wallet, literally looking at the $77 per token price.
It was a no sleep moment.
Yeah, and this is what happened is I was like, no, this could be the first meme coin to go to $100. I'm going to hold it till then. Well, what happened is it cataclysmically crashed, and I had to sell this thing. I took the entire bag off the table at $17.
Wait,
so I
you
made
didn't sell it on the first night?
No, I tried to hold it, and that was a huge problem.
No,
I only made 3.5x on it. You know, I could have had a clear over 10x overnight. It was greed. It was excitement. It was being blinded by the what ifs instead of acknowledging what I have.
I think I bought it and sold it like 4 times.
Did you really?
Yeah, and each time I didn't ever lose because when it got to the point where it had beat the record for the all-time high of a meme coin, that's when I was like, okay, it's either going to go to 100 or it's going down. That's it.
Yeah.
So,
and I want to know from the chat,
77 was enough.
Like, people are arguing that was the biggest rug of 2025.
No, Melania was.
You think Melania was the biggest rug?
Is the cause of almost all of our problems. The Trump token made so many people so much money. So many.
Haktua. My wife just reminded me of Haktua token. That was a pretty good rug.
People got smoked on that. The average person got smoked.
Libra was a good rug. What is the best rug of 2025?
Melania destroyed the entire crypto agenda for the administration.
Yeah. This is a lot of people.
For a fact. I can bring on a guest if you want to prove it. I'm just telling you that it literally changed the way that this administration was able to even deal with crypto. And it pushed the entire agenda back an entire year.
Someone says
we're suffering because of Melania.
Celestia is a good rug. That's a good one. Let me know what you guys think is the best rug. I mean, a presidential level rug, you don't get those too often. And we got multiple presidential rugs in 2025. So it was a hell of a year there. But crazy times. Thankfully, I still made 3.5x on it.
See, look, people agree with me.
Oh, you know what? I heard that there's a new Zoolander coming out.
Clip this right now. This might never happen again. Clip this.
What, Matt is actually right from Steve-O?
From Steve-O, yeah.
Exactly. Did you hear about the new Zoolander coming out?
There's a new. They're going to do another sequel,
dude.
Check
out this trailer, okay?
Please
check out this trailer.
One of the great comedies of all time.
It's happening. This is the new Zoolander. It's happening. I'm excited about it.
Wait, what? Why? What's happening right now?
You know what's happening. Charlie Kirk is the new rally cry, the new person that is now gone from this earth that people are going to rally around. It is what's going to happen. It's happening already. You can see it with the fireworks at his wife's show. It's absolutely insane. It's absolutely insane. Blue steel. I mean, and Kirk has that blue steel look. Look at how terrified Floyd is. I mean, you can't compete with those looks. You really, really can't.
It's just happening. Okay.
No. All right, moving on.
Where did it come from? Where did that come from, by the way?
I have no idea. Okay. I found it on the internet. What are you talking about? We verify afterwards.
Nothing. Yes, exactly. Okay, good.
Now, China is actually going to suspend, it looks like, their silver exports. They make about 13% of global silver offline. Silver, I think the last time I looked at it, was calming down just a little bit. Let's actually go look at silver. Let's see here. Oh, Lord. George Droid was a pretty good. I don't know if it rugged hardcore, but it was a pretty good one. So silver is down on the week. Let's just give a quick measurement.
But I agree with this comment. Too soon for me. Too soon.
15%. Holy shit. This is quite it's a decent pullback. What's too soon? What are you talking about?
If you don't know, you don't know, Drew. If you don't understand, you don't understand.
I think I understand too much. Matt. How dare you stain Zoolander's name?
Oh my God. Wait, do we have anybody in our waiting room? No, we don't. Okay.
No. Silver, this is an interesting chart. A lot of thought that I've seen in crypto is that, when silver pulls back, that's our time to shine. I kind of doubt it, right? If silver does pull back hard, it's going to try to find support at $50. This is a parabola. There's a supply squeeze going on. This has other market metrics going on within it that you can't really chart out in terms of what the supply is versus the amount of derivatives, all those things happening on it. But this is something that's a potential that if we see a big washout on this, people might start looking for other good entry points on other investments, and Bitcoin being one of those major investments. It's not nearly as well known as silver, not nearly as well known as gold, but these silver runs and some of the pressures behind silver that's happening from China's production, etc., will play into a very, very chaotic next year. On top of it, farmers aren't going to like this. China is imposing a 55% tariff on imported beef here in the United States. Honestly, they're probably just making
good. We'll just get a lot more money because they're not going to stop eating our meat.
Yeah. They're just going to do lab grown meat. We know this, right? We know this. Oh, snap. We got a twice slice up in the chat. Hold on. Let me bring her up here.
Uh-oh.
From the arena. What up, Gina?
Hi.
How you doing? There's the munchkin. I got my munchkin too. I'm from home. How you doing? Welcome to the show. I think this is your first time on the show.
Yeah, it is.
Gina, I think this might be one of the larger audiences you've been on too.
Yeah, dude.
So you're starting a YouTube show coming up. What is it? The beginning of next year?
Meeting tomorrow?
Yeah. I started yesterday, but I'm not sure what to do there. Not many people watched. I only have like 5 subscribers.
Well, you got to start somewhere.
I've got 6, so don't worry, Gina. We're
doing
well.
a pretty big following on the arena, which I've noticed. Like your arena following is pretty strong there. So
Gina blew up in 1 month, and I think she made more than $1,500 in the first week streaming on arena.
Yeah.
Oh, really?
Yep.
Okay. There's money to be made in the arena, and it's all about supporting the community, stuff like that.
Yeah, oh wait, here, this is very funny.
Well, and she's also going to be heckling the chat, paying attention to the chat, making sure that she's basically going to keep you guys in line. So I'm just going to warn you guys. She's got a very serious look on her face right now.
Yes, agreed.
I can't log into my arena, so I'm trying to figure that out.
Oh snap! Well, look at this. We gotta get through a couple more data points on the macro, and then we can look at all of our alts and our memes here real quick. But this is kind of crazy. So data points for the further weakness in the job market have come out. Job listings fell by 11% over the year in 25 and down 2.7 million, the lowest since December of 2020. So basically, things are as bad as they were during the depths of COVID-19 lockdowns. But the problem here is that even with this data, the problem is that Jerome Powell is using still falsified data, and they're going to be coming out with more readjustments of how many jobs actually exist. And this is why the data is fake. This is why I love cryptos, because eventually we can work towards a place where the data will be real. Hopefully, that's the hopeful romantic in me. And some good data I saw for altcoins. We finally made it to the altcoin section. First off, Gina, this is your first time on the show. What altcoin are you the most bullish on, or is it Bitcoin? Like, are you more bullish and accumulating Bitcoin right now? What is the move from how the market's sitting? Because we're basically at it's like a Mexican standoff where people can't decide if it goes up or down. They can't decide if next year is going to be good. Are you out there buying anything?
I'm doing ETH and Bitcoin. But I'm also like trading wise or like holding wise.
Holding.
Yeah, just holding. Trading, we can be in and out of like cockroaches all day long, and it doesn't
Probably
really matter.
Gonna say the Arena or the Gina coin, one of the two. I'm just saying.
Oh, Lord.
I got the most money in the Gina coin.
Yeah,
Well, you got to back it. It's Arena. Did you roll it out on the Arena?
Yeah, and it bonded.
It bonded. Yeah,
Okay.
Malik helped a lot with that.
I had nothing to do with it.
Nothing. Like the Bitcoin pick makes sense to me. Ethereum right now, kind of what is the reasoning why you're going after Ethereum for the time
Yeah,
being?
exactly.
I thought you meant trading wise at first.
Oh, okay. Are you holding anything for spot?
I am holding Bitcoin and some XRP.
Oh my God, this is where we're gonna fight. Okay. How long have you been holding XRP for?
2 years.
2 years. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Do you remember what you got in at it?
No.
Okay. All right.
Under $1.
All right. Well,
I think so.
this chat is gonna love and hate you for that XRP pick. XRP is one of the more polarizing projects.
They love her. They love her no matter what. They're telling you to suck it. They don't even care if she likes this. They love her even if she likes it.
Oh, okay. See, so there you go. You're already in. Yeah, XRP is just a it's something that a lot of people oh God. A lot of people think that XRP can hit $100, and saying that it can't in the short amount of time is what gets people mad at me for. But it is, there's a lot of ideas that Ripple, the stock and the company, has actually got a better outlook than the token XRP. And something about XRP that's kind of the groundwork is it was originally developed to be one of the stable coins in crypto, but now they have RLUSD. So the whole use case is coming in question, but literally there are people that are going to remain bullish on XRP till the end of the world, literally. So it is what it is. It's got a cult community behind it. Do you like do something in the background? Did I see that you teach weapon manipulation?
Manipulation.
Yeah. What do you do? I saw you with like swords and stuff, like fighting. What is all that about?
Yeah, I'm a weapons coach, so I teach. It's not guns, but I teach people how to throw axes, knives, do archery, spears, ninja stars, all that. So
really,
yeah.
Okay, that's pretty awesome. That is pretty awesome. I was trying to make a song in the likeness of the hanging tree from the Hunger Games, about this whole tax strike that's going on in the U.S.
Yeah,
but if for some reason it's not working, I tried it on my end, Matt. It didn't go through for me.
It didn't go through for you either.
No, it didn't go through for me.
Okay, so and I lost another credit.
We got to hit up Swig and figure out what's going on.
Okay, can you share my screen really quick? Because
sure.
I think you're gonna like this. My goal is to get Stasi and Gina on a stream together this year, but I think we're gonna find her to be quite based.
Okay. What is she talking about? So end income tax, property tax, sales tax, capital gains tax, estate and gift tax, end all taxes. It's nothing but theft and corruption. Yeah. I mean, and I like the vibe shift into this mindset and it's cool to see bigger accounts calling for some, some real actionable items to be done from the United States population.
How
We've
that
been getting
picture has anything to do with taxes, I don't know. But
it's all about engagement.
But it gets you clicks, right?
It does get the clicks, and this is like, I was actually kind of surprised. You're getting me kind of sidetracked, but this is a good sidetrack here. So I saw Marjorie Taylor Greene is reposting Savannah Hernandez. Savannah Hernandez is a huge influencer. She's also on board with the tax strike. F it, I'm not paying taxes anymore. We had Gary Cardone, be a Scientologist as he may be. He's also calling in the taxes strike going on right now. The Hodge twins are in on it. And Peter St. Onge, PhD, re-highlighting the leading report that foreign-born population accounted for more than 60% of rental demand growth in the United States, right? So it'll be very, very interesting if what's happening in, the Trump administration continues, the pressure that happens.
About me.
What's
Peter,
that?
Stop talking about me.
No, I can't.
What an asshole.
This is something interesting to watch out for. Now, let's talk about altcoins. I want to talk about altcoins now, kind of look at what's going on here. So Ethereum is set up to end the year with the highest net inflows among all blockchains. This is kind of what I was asking Gina about, if she's looking at these metrics, because Ethereum's inflows on the total year to date, top net flows, Ethereum beat Hyperliquid.
Yeah, we should clip this, by the way.
This is kind of interesting. The problem that I'm seeing here is that Sonic is number 3, and I'm pretty sure Sonic looks like a Sonic level rug right now. Let's actually go look. Let's go snoop around. And if you guys got altcoins that you want us to check out, maybe stuff that's not on my radar already, please do let me know. Let's go check out Sonic, because the last time I looked at this chart, I was just
I remember you crucified it.
Yeah, this is not great.
No.
So the volume's up by 13%, market cap going down by 4%. We got a lot of people selling their bags, volume going up from that.
Who the hell is this Novax Finance that has more people than us talking about trading? Screw him on that X. I just want to point that out.
Who cares? You pay too much attention to the outside world, man.
I just get angry about the X right side panel. I just like to mock. I just like to talk about the people above us and shit talk them. That's it.
Yeah, well, I mean, I stay pretty locked in tunnel vision. I appreciate Joshua for the tips in the
thank
arena.
you, Joshua.
Not financial advice, tipping us. All the people out there.
By the way, I'm adding the ducks as we go today.
Nice.
Are you? Okay.
Yeah.
You're adding the ducks as we go, because we are.
If anybody gives memberships or tips, then they're already on.
This is the final duck race session of
the year.
2025.
Yeah.
So this is a big deal. And if you guys say, Gina has the right to deport anybody in the chat.
Yep,
So,
I'm in chat right now. I'm looking at y'all, so you better watch out.
and you gotta, if it's a deportation, just make
Hey,
it.
it's Hannah, and you're deported.
Hannah, that.
I thought I did something wrong.
I'm sorry, Gina.
I was like,
Sorry.
what?
No,
What did I
That's
do?
what will happen. That's
That's
what
what
will happen for real. So I did do a video about a coin that I am very bullish on, which is Chainlink. And the video that I put out on Discover Crypto, it's coming out tonight. And it is all in reference to this patent, 3 patents that Wells Fargo has put out in 2025 that relate to Chainlink, the integration of Chainlink with one of the America's biggest banks. I go deep into this patent stack, everything that it means, the parallels between what Chainlink does and what Wells Fargo is building the infrastructure to do. And I will just say this, like, I can understand the price on Chainlink is aggravating, but there aren't many coins that I feel are here's what could go against Chainlink is if Google and Amazon Web Services, the consortium of major digital enterprise, essentially move to Web3. They don't need an Oracle. There is no need for an Oracle. What Chainlink is bullish for over at least the next 5 years is the communication and the stepping stone for the current version of the internet, what they call Web 2, to communicate with the value layer, the money, the value that's on Web3. You need a road between those two locations. And sure, they could roll out a Web3 version of Google tomorrow, and then you don't need an Oracle. But in my opinion, that movement is going to take about 5 years at minimum to do. And there's going to be a lot of power struggle between now and then for it to happen. I think eventually we will get to a Web3 based decentralized internet. Eventually we're going to get there, but it's going to take time. And Chainlink is that bridge to let them communicate, to let them test systems out on in between. So I'll just pull up Chainlink and give my candid thoughts on it. Let's actually go to TradingView for it because I haven't done this in quite a while. I try not to shill link too much, I don't want to just beat a dead horse. And honestly, like, the altcoin sector has not given a lot of people the major bullish feelings, but this is what we're looking at right now. So it's a setup of higher lows for the time being, but October 10th does give that outlier, right? And what the potential is, if everything goes to hell in a handbasket and I'm able and blessed enough to get super cheap Chainlink, just like I did at $5 at the bottom of this range, just like I did at $1.90 before the last bull market. If I am able to get that zone, in my opinion, is going to be right at about $9.50. Right here is where my Chainlink back up the truck moment lies. And we're not too far away from that zone. We're at $12.30 right now. If I can see Chainlink tap the top of this previous accumulation range, you're going to find rock solid, even more stubborn holders than XRP has at that $9.50 range. So that is my moment. I did try to buy the $8-9 Chainlink on that dip, but my order wouldn't go through. Thanks a lot to all of the exchanges that took my ability to buy. I think it was like I had a bunch of Tether on Coinbase I was trying to hammer into it with, and Coinbase wouldn't let me do it. But Chainlink is a setup of higher lows. And if we do have any sniff of bullishness or even holding the line here, I could expect this chart to look very, very different in the cycles to come, right? If we can just continue this higher low setup and have a move like this, you're going to run into turbulence here. Lots of turbulence at $30 to $35. So just keep that in mind. And this is the zone. I'm talking if things go our way. If you guys see Chainlink return back to the $30, $32 zone, this is where you take your profits and leave moonbags on the table and then rinse and repeat the process if you still believe in it later on when it comes back down, right? So that's kind of my opinion about Chainlink right now. On the weekly, it's actually showing more bullishness than bearishness. This is a green dot, red dot, green dot setup. The VWAP has not moved up to the upside, so it's not really exhausted, in my opinion. The one thing that's got people scared is the money flow returning to equilibrium. But honestly, this is why people won't remember their name. The people that are afraid in the world, they're afraid to get in. And Gina, do you deal with this? Where is there any tokens that you made money off of that you were able to get out of the way and then they've returned back? Or when did you start buying crypto?
I started buying crypto about 5 years ago.
Okay.
Between 5 and 8 years ago. It's kind of when Robinhood came out, and I was like, "Oh, what's this?" So, yeah.
You were in it for a long time then.
Yeah.
Has there been any bag that? Other than maybe Bitcoin or the bigs, any altcoin that you're willing to just round trip and see if it has that major adoption point, like anything out in the crypto ecosystem? Like, kind of like my opinion of Chainlink. Is there anything that, you have strong conviction in right now, or is it all just kind of get the money when it's there and get out of the way of the pullback in your mind?
I don't know. I kind of been just watching the charts, and I don't like what I see.
It's looking, this is the moment where And so let's talk about it. So if you see the bad part and Bitcoin comes back down,
Yeah.
do you wait for confirmation that everything's going to return back to the upside before buying? Like, because the basic structure of the 4-year cycle should play out like October, November is the peak, which it is currently at 126,
Yeah.
and then return back to previous all-time high zones and or the production cost. Is the production cost the last time we fell to these lows, right? Because essentially where we are in comparison to the last market is basically right here. So, you know, we fell down just below production cost, which was at this time at $19,000. And that was like an easy back up the truck moment for me. But the hash rate has increased. The difficulty to mine and produce Bitcoin has increased so much that it costs $74,000 in energy costs to get that Bitcoin essentially in your possession, right? So this is where we're at the crescendo, where this general trend line, which was resistance, shown as support after the trade war, could be support here. It's a tale of two cities right now. So let's just run this by you. If you see the price fall down to those previous all-time highs, are you buying there, or what level would entice you to buy Bitcoin? You've been in it for a while, you know, looking at the market for a long time.
Well, I would definitely buy if it shot below that. But if it looks like it's going on the upside anyways, I'd still would buy. Because I think Bitcoin is going to make a comeback, that in my eyes. I don't think it's going to stay low forever. I think it's just a matter of time before it shoots back up.
Yeah. So you just, and it's almost like a momentum and just a long-term outlook kind of play for you. That's good. That's the right kind of mindset. Now, you mentioned XRP. How long have you held? So you said 2 years. I got an XRP chart for you to look at. It's kind of interesting here.
Okay.
I don't do this often, but I'm giving XRP some flowers. XRP, the supply on exchanges has actually plummeted to 7-year lows. It's at 1.6 billion tokens, down from 3.7 billion tokens in October. So the supply on exchanges is falling pretty aggressively. And on the chart, let's go look at the chart of XRP. I got to do it. I mean, I got to give flowers to an altcoin that I can't deny. It's defending $1.70 like its life depends on it, which it might. Yeah. You know, now, let's see here. So
who made that noise?
Me. Sorry.
All right, cool.
So it hasn't printed a green dot yet on the weekly. The VWAP looks very, very rough, and money flow is flatline. It's in the same situation as Chainlink, pretty much the same situation as Bitcoin right now. The one thing that I've just noticed is that it violently defended this, but the real value of interest in mega buy orders sit right here at that, you know, October 10th washout zone at about $1.25. So, do you have any intention of buying XRP if the market pulls back? Are you kind of happy with what you got?
I'm fine with what I got. I don't think I'm going to buy in anymore. I kind of originally bought because I've heard that they were going to integrate XRP with the government and stuff like that. Back when it first, like a couple years ago. And I think they're going with different coins now. So I don't think I'm going to buy anymore.
Okay. Well, yeah, it's kind of up to the cult community to move this graph at this point. So that is one thing to keep in mind here. Me personally, I sold like 95% of my bag when it was like 70 cents or something, when it was bonking its head on these. But I got it for 17 cents, so I felt all right about the move. And the money that I got from that, I actually moved into other projects at 5x for me. You know what I mean? So that was kind of the crazy move there. But you know, if the people are out there, they must hold XRP. Just you do you. I'm just going to be honest about what I see with tokenomics. But there is one good thing to highlight is that the supply on exchanges is showing a little bit of a drop right now. This is also kind of concerning for me. Oh, snap. Shout out to Andrew Breslin for gifting a membership.
Thanks, Andrew.
Yeah. Matt, make sure
Andrew gets the duck.
Yep.
Andrew gets the duck.
So Vet, I was talking to him this morning. He brought this to my attention. Bitwise has filed for 11 cryptocurrency ETFs. Now, Canton Network is included on these ETF listings, which is kind of insane because of how new Canton Network is. That is kind of insane. So let's back up to Canton Network real quick. So there's 38 super validators, 642.
Do we know if Drew likes Canton or not? I'm confused. Does he?
I like Canton. I like Canton.
Sarcasm.
Well, and I like having something that I can be excited about while everything looks so nasty, right? Like I always look for the hope and the good side, because there's always money to be made in crypto. You just have to stay plugged into it. So Canton's very, very interesting to me. Let's actually.
I want to know the answer to this question too. By the way, I've always wondered what's the answer to this question.
It's random. So
it's random. Okay.
Yeah, it's random. When someone gifts a membership, it's random on who gets selected to get that membership if they're not already a member. So
yeah,
I really appreciate you guys dropping the memberships as well on the channel. It helps out a lot. Let's check this out though. Let's go over to Canton. This is kind of a sneaky one. So just some background, Gina. Canton Network has had test transactions from like Microsoft. It's got integrations from BlackRock and all these gigantic corporations. And the craziest thing about Canton was found on rwa.xyz. Let's see here. Oh, Matt died. He died. Let's see. I'll pull this up real quick here.
Oh, sorry about that.
You're fine. Let's pull it up. So this is rwa.xyz, and it's basically a data aggregation for all real world assets and on what chain, how much money's on that chain, etc. So you get like the total RWA value here. You can check out stable coins, specifically US treasuries, government debt, all these different sectors that they're. Yeah. And look what happened here. So sitting, at the lead of it was Ethereum.
Wow.
And now if you look at Canton and Provenance, but Canton came in with $379 billion in total value. So it came out very, very heavy, and it gave a very big signal to me that there was a lot of money that's being moved on this network without any mention to retail, any care for building a community. They literally don't give a shit about how many of us like what they're building. And it's also given privacy layers to those transactions.
They don't love us? No, I'm sure.
What?
They don't love us? They don't love us?
No, they don't love us. No, not at all. But what my job is to find where they're going to do their fraud. And this is a little bit of a spicy take, but when I see major organizations like BlackRock and all those others with interest in things,
kind of raises an eyebrow.
It raises eyebrows, and I know there's going to be a lot of money moving in between that. So rwa.xyz is a great tool to find things ahead of time. Going back over to it, just snoop around. So you got apps, validators. You can join the foundation. I really am only interested in the people that are the premier members and the backing organizations of this. And I did a deep dive on Discover Crypto about this coin. So if you want to go find out more, check that video out. And also stay tuned for the January interview where I'm going to have the co-founder of Canton come on, and we're going to discuss what they're building, what the organizations are that are transferring value back and forth on it, etc. So this is just something that's definitely been on my radar. I want to go back over here and see what else in terms of altcoins, because there's only a few that make me excited, right? There's only a few on this. So let's ask you guys and the chat. So I'll start with you, Gina. Of all of these different crypto ETFs that are coming out from Bitwise, you have Aave, Canton, Athena Network, Hyperliquid, Near, Stark, Sui, Tau, Tron, Uniswap, and Zcash. Which of these projects do you like the most, and do you think that you would actually be interested?
Am I allowed to answer this question too?
I'll ask you in a sec.
3 of them.
You like 3 of them? Which ones?
I like Hype, Tau, and Zcash.
Okay. So you like Hype, Tau, and Zcash. Matt, what do you think?
I can't even talk now.
She stole your answer?
Yes. Although I will say I do like Near, and if Aave gets its shit together, I'll think it's a great price. But I've got to look into it. I just got to know more about the current craziness there. But I would add Near, but I would put the order as Tau, Hype, clearly 1-2, and then Near and ZEC.
Okay.
Like
That's how I look at it. And CC is Canton.
Yeah, Canton
Okay,
is
so
CC.
I probably like Canton too. Now that I'm hearing you guys talk about it so much, I'm.
I don't like it.
my homework. Yeah.
I don't like it.
Yeah, I mean, so like it's
BlackRock's
nothing
in it.
that.
I don't want to be in it. Just like Christopher said in the chat. Fuck that.
Yeah, it's a thing where it's sometimes you have to just understand that the world's a scam and
Yeah.
build baskets and traps on the hills that they're going to scam things on. That's kind of my view of it. And that's just like, we could die on the hill of ethics and stay in Cardano till it goes to 10 cents because it's the most decentralized, freedom-based proof of stake, or we can have some of that and also.
But does that mean it has to suck though? Do those things mean it has to suck?
You know, Cardano is, I think the thing that's missing with Cardano is the user interface is not, it's not friendly to the average person. They're missing out on a lot of other apps are being developed that are easy to use for the average person. And that's where the nerd disconnect from reality happens, where they think, oh, everyone knows the UIX code and all these other things that you need to get involved. I think they need to simplify it. That's what I would say. I want to see it succeed. It's like one of the only crypto projects out there with a constitution and, actual stakeholder control rather than Charles having control. But this is also bearish about Cardano, is that the founder, Charles Hoskinson, is actually planning to make his Twitter account literally just an AI agent, AI slot bot. That's all that's going to come out of his account now. So moving forward into the next year, it's going to be just an AI agent automatically posting. It is what it is. Memetics is mad at me.
Why is he mad?
Well, I think he likes Cardano a lot, and it's like, I think I actually still do hold a little bit of Cardano, so I'm officially flooding my own bag. But, I've just, some of the smartest people in crypto have been talking about it, and I missed out on it last cycle. So I was like, all right, I'm going to pick up a bag, and it's 2024, 2025 were brutal. You know what I mean? And there's no denying it. So I just got to call out things that could change. Joshua, thanks for the tip in the arena of Venus. What the hell is Venus? Is it sending us
token? It was one of the first tokens ever launched on the arena launcher.
Oh, Lord.
It was launched by the No Chilio guys. And at one point, it was above $1 million market cap.
Oh
my God.
So
I think what Joshua's doing is going through his wallet and tipping us all of his shit.
He's just giving all of his.
Yeah, he's giving all his shit coins away. Yeah, that's what he's doing.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
Thanks,
All
Josh.
right. Well, appreciate you, buddy. Make sure he gets like a couple ducks out of that.
He's got ducks already. Yeah.
Tau, I think, is an easy pick for me out of what I'm most bullish on these ETFs. Canton, this is a slow grind. I put like 1% of my portfolio as a high risk, high reward play in it. So I'm not really too into it. I like Tau. The last one, God, I'm not into like the Aave Civil War. I would have chosen Aave.
Aave would have been on like a couple weeks ago, and this would have been one of my top choices.
But since they've fallen into such a disagreement internally,
and they haven't even fixed it yet, nobody knows what's going to happen.
Right. I'd have to go with Tau, Canton, and last but not least, God, I got to do Hype. Yeah, I want to say Sui though. Sui is a sneaky one. Actually, let's go look at the Sui price chart.
Yeah, I want to see that.
What I want to know is, what's the purpose of Sui?
Yeah, I don't know much about it.
Yeah, so essentially, here's the backstory of Sui. So
low.
Sui is developed from the same engineers that put together the Facebook Libra token.
Oh, yeah.
Now, the Facebook Libra token was developed by people that were making an infrastructure that could handle 1 billion daily users, right? So its transactions per second is extremely strong. The general network, very, very strong. But there's some danger in the background of this because according to the white paper, the token release schedule can be changed and determined to make sure that the network remains secure. So, in this time frame, we're at a circulating supply of 3.73 billion. Now, in the middle of 26, this is slated to be somewhere around 5 billion tokens. But you just have to keep that in mind that the supply can change determining on network security, and it is in their hands. But this is the only sneaky layer 1 that I could see earnestly competing with Solana. If any of them can compete with Solana on the degeneracy, the kind of hybrid setup. So I don't hate SWI. I actually like it. And it is showing a moment where it's running into OG pump 2 moment / stumble moment, support level just below. I mean, this is a moment where it's make or break for SWI. And actually, if I had to bet on this chart from just a straight trading perspective, I would say it's probably going to writhe around here at the $1 to $1.50 zone and then make its way back on that. That's what I would say. If I'm having to shoot from the hip on this chart, but so that's kind of the background of SWI. What are your thoughts on that? Does it sound like just a general rug to you?
No, I think they're really trying. I mean, I do believe that there are definitely SUI maxis, right? There's a community, and I just think it's the situation of what is it that they do that sets them apart.
Yeah,
from Avalanche and Sol and everybody else.
There's not much that sets them apart. It's really
so why? So what would propel them to another level?
It's it had the spotlight on it during 2025 better than most altcoins, which is a little bit of a different metric than most altcoins have. The problem that they had within their DeFi happened with Cetus protocol. Cetus protocol was within the ecosystem, and oh my god, this thing is basically dead. So some major occurrences. I think it was in terms of I think it was like a network hack, not necessarily a hack, but an exploit that happened. So the DeFi juice kind of left. Now let's actually look a little bit deeper. Let's go to DeFi Llama and let's hop and see what's.
This is a good comment, honestly. XRP is kind of a gateway drug into non-Bitcoin.
No, for sure.
Yeah,
for sure.
Isn't it like a boomer coin now?
Yes, it is a boomer coin. Gina.
Yeah, if you're at the golf course and there's some old dudes talking about crypto,
I advise multiple. I'm actually very good at making boomers money on crypto. I'm just not good at it myself personally.
You connect with them
because they're also much more patient than I am. Okay. So
they trust you because you're gray hair.
But they also do what I say, and then they just hold it. And then a year later, we look in their accounts, and they're like, "Holy shit! Look how much money I've made!" Right? But they all force me to spend hours forcing them not to buy Ripple. I cannot tell you how many hours on the phone I have to spend convincing them to not put 50% of their crypto portfolio into Ripple. It's all they want to do.
Why?
Just tell them to buy.
Because they all talk about it together. Because the boomers go to lunch.
It's like you see it on the news, and that's a fact now. They're like,
no, it's because Ripple does these targeted ads to old people on Facebook. I swear to God, and Instagram, where it like Ripple to $10, and then I get these messages from them, and I have to be like, no, this is just like targeted advertising to trick you into buying it. Please don't do it. But the amount of time in my life that is wasted by having to unripple people is unbelievable.
Yeah, just tell me the stock Ripple is probably going to do pretty good. Yeah, so I'm seeing some problems on SWI in terms of DeFi Llama.
Chris,
the app fees. AOL. Oh, XRP could be honestly. It honestly absolutely could. Trump launching a new token.
Wait, if Trump launches a new meme coin,
no, don't say that's real. I quit crypto.
I will die. I might. Yeah,
I'm done. SWI price. Let's overlay SWI price. And see what this. You use DeFi Llama much?
Me?
Yeah, either one of you. Gina,
No.
Matt, do you guys use this?
No,
Gina, you don't do much DeFi currently, do you?
no, I don't.
No.
Well, you don't need to
just got
be
back into
doing
crypto.
DeFi. Yeah,
just got
DeFi
back,
Llama. How I use this is just to make sure that there's money locked on chain and that the revenue is looking good and that there's a chance to like get a low token price while the total value locked is high. That's really like the main thing I like DeFi.
Start using it now that I'm trading. a little
Well,
bit.
yeah, if the trades are like long term, but this, it's fighting for its right to party. App fees are low, but I can't really dog on them for that because a lot of these different crypto products. This was a time where it's like if I were interested in SWE, I'd be very, very low exposure list. It's like a flyer potential.
Let's look at XPL. I'm convinced they picked the token letters to trick people into thinking it's Ripple that are old. But,
I think XPL died. It was like Plasma, and it was
look, Atlas, who again I've only seen her get one thing wrong. She's only given me one bad trade her whole life, and she thinks it's bottom. So let's take a look at it real quick.
This looks like hell. This looks like hell right here.
Oh, is that? Oh, Atlas was okay. She's fucking with me. She did that on purpose.
Yeah.
You did that on purpose. Damn you. Okay, over me.
The volume's up
over me.
100%. Market cap up 10%. So it is trying to pump a little bit. It's up by 27% on the week. But yeah, I remember I was looking at this thing.
I know, man. When it came out, it was like it was going crazy.
I know, and I was thinking about
like when Astra came out, right?
Yes, it was right when Astra came out, and this is why I usually wait for some price action to happen before getting into this. And honestly, I just watched through the window. This thing dropped by 85% or something like that. It's down like 99% from that high, though. That's absolutely crazy. Are you guys buying this chart? I'm going to wait for some confirmation that it's alt season before I deal with something like this.
Agreed, 100%.
I'll probably wait a little bit to see if there's any like action.
The only bottom coin I'm buying is the Arena, honest to God.
Yeah. Same.
Yeah, XPL is all meant for stable coin infrastructure, and it does have some interesting backing to it, but I've already got my risky plays. I'm not looking to lose more money if the altcoin sector just rolls over in aggregate from this thing. But so all right, so are we ready to race ducks, Matt? Do we have the list?
Yeah, I do have. I just need. Is there any from the Arena that I missed? Oh wow. Okay.
No, I think you got everyone from the Arena. Nick Dunn's up.
I got no. I did not. Nick Dunn needs a duck. Hold on.
Yeah, Nick Dunn is a goat. He's a goat.
And Andrew Patton. Is that what's Andrew's name?
Andrew. I mean, it sounds like his name is Andrew. Man.
Oh, okay, fine. We'll do Andrew.
Let's see.
Nick Dunn. Is my screen shared or no?
Yeah, I got you.
Okay.
Let's see here.
We'll give Gina a duck too.
Thank you.
Fine. She's insider trading. She's insider trading.
Insider ducking, it's called.
Yeah, she's insider ducking.
That's crazy.
DeFi crypto. Sorry, I missed DeFi.
Let's see. We got to get the jams. We got to set the mood.
Oh, who was it that gave you the membership? Oh my God, that's Andrew. Okay, got it.
All right, good. We got Andrew.
Joshua is giving us tips and tokens we don't want, but that's great. We'll take it. Art Wolfie, if you're still here, raise your hand.
I think we just run it, bro.
Yep. I'm gonna.
Okay,
we're running it. Here we go. We're gonna do a hyper fast one to start.
Okay.
But we gotta have good. Oh, there we go. That looks good.
All right.
Gina.
Gina's insider ducking.
Look at the Gina duck.
Three of them.
I got a plain one and like a green one.
How did Gina get 3 ducks?
I don't know.
What the hell? That was a mistake. Sorry, guys.
I probably won't win.
I know it's a
Anyway.
mistake because I didn't put 1 and 2 and 3 next to them.
All right, 13. This is where you want to see the movement.
Oh, Andrew. Okay.
He's a king. Oh, who's?
Oh, Dave. All Dave.
NFA.
NFA's gonna get it. Oh my God. Oh my God,
day.
Okay, we
NFA
gotta
all
fix
day.
this. Hold on, I accidentally gave Gina way too many ducks.
Yeah.
I don't know how the hell that happened. Oh, there it is. That's how it happened
Love
by
you, girl.
typing it.
Let's see. I'm gonna re-pull up this so I can pay him here. I got this going on. NFA. I'm gonna find you in the arena chat. Let's see here. I finally figured out how to do it. Use the NFA. You got to say something though recent in the chat because it restarted the chat. for
Correct.
me. So
He'll be
and
here
that's
any
weird
second.
how it gave Gina 3 ducks. Her name's only on there once. We have a system malfunction. All right.
Yeah, I really don't understand what the hell just happened there. Is there? Are
That's
we
weird.
sure? Am I missing somebody? I feel like I'm missing somebody in your. Did I get these DeFi crypto? Yeah, he's there. Okay.
We've been kind of going off today, so we
Yeah,
got time
but-
for one more.
No,
and
something.
then I gotta
This is
roll.
the first time the duck thing actually messed up because I did not put her name on there 3 times.
That's
Yeah.
crazy.
Let's see here. NFA. If you don't say something, I won't be able to find your name,
Yep.
and then I'm gonna go ahead and
Hey, don't be gay. Sorry,
Sherry,
was I
said
not
that you
say
forgot him.
Yeah, no.
Sherry,
I'm
did
missing-
you tip?
Missing a legend here. Let's see here.
Sherry from Arena said you missed him.
Oh, Sharier is not. Is Sharier there? Let's see.
Yeah, he's on mine.
Oh, dude, he's not. He's not. You can't get in if he's in yours.
Yeah,
You gotta
that's
go to
not
Malik.
Like
happening.
that.
Go to blockchain basement.
Yeah. Now we're gonna do 47 seconds just because I picked that. Let's shuffle. Oh, there we
I'm
go.
going. I'm taking the kids out for my wife and all the kids.
What the hell's
and the
going on with
dogs.
these outfits? They're all sucking.
We're going on a New Year's trip here in a minute. So
There we
this
go.
is the last one.
All right.
Where are you going?
Stone Mountain.
Oh,
Stone
yeah.
Mountain. I love that place in
Yeah.
in Georgia.
Yep.
I love. Are they the fireworks show and everything?
Yep. Here we go. Gina's weird one's not going to win. Gina, you're not winning this.
Gina, my last trip
fair
to
with her.
Indiana was
Looks
Stone
sick.
Mountain.
My duck looks very sick.
It's like a mermaid. All right, let's see here. Nick Dunn's being sneaky. Patton McCrotch blew his load too early here. Let's see. You never want to be winning early in these. Oh
Yeah,
my God!
DeFi,
Don't tell me
I'm sorry,
Gina's
but you're
coming
not
from
gonna win
behind.
Oh my god.
No way.
Wait, no, he's going. Oh!
Gosh.
Dude. Joshua is slowly making his money back from that rug every single day. on
Every
this trailer.
single day. It's
Every
I'm
single
glad
day.
to be with her.
Jesus. All right. Well, I'm gonna make sure to get
someone
you guys
is someone's
paid.
calling me with a business loan approval for $160,000.
Oh fuck yeah.
What is
Don't
wrong?
buy alts with it, okay? Don't buy
Why
alts
in the
with it.
world is my phone giving me a written message before the phone call's even finished? The universe is just gone crazy.
All right, Josh, I'm sending you your tip in Avalanche. And then I didn't see not financial advice recently.
NFA must be like incapacitated. We'll deal with it. We'll help. We'll give it to him later.
Yeah. All right. Well, Gina appreciate that you came on the show with us.
Yeah.
Give your story. You know, you have a crazy background. Was a weapons instructor?
I've had a lot of crazy jobs. I'm also a tattoo artist.
Oh,
Dude,
okay.
she tattooed the arena symbol on herself live.
No way.
Yes.
Oh my God. Whoa. Jesus Lordy. Jesus Lordy.
Very awesome.
All right. Well, be good. We're going into the new year with fresh eyes, fresh charts, fresh opportunities. Honestly, I'm feeling really
Fresh
good
duck.
about it. What's that?
Fresh ducks.
Fresh
Yeah.
ducks. That's right. We're building the duck infrastructure. And this is kind of crazy. Just last thing. God, I was not going to touch the charts, and look what freaking Bitcoin did. It dropped. Oh, where'd you go? Here, hold on. So it went right to the top of this buy box here. That's
Oh
absolutely
no,
crazy.
we missed it.
While I was yapping, but it's only up by like a couple $100.
Yeah.
But I'll watch this.
I mean, we could still
Um,
get in here. I think
Yeah,
long.
I'll watch this through the time frame. I'm going to be kind of focused on the vacation, but you know, I'm going to be out there. The trading is how I actually had fun in 25. Selling altcoins on what was said to be too early in 24 is how I had fun in crypto, and I'm looking forward
So
to next
I
year.
believe that DeFi Crypto Airdrops and I are going to do a joint New Year's Eve stream
Oh, really?
on the arena. Yep.
Okay. All
You
right.
guys
I
want to
love
come? There will definitely be some party favors and some fun.
it. Absolutely. And, Gina, where's the best place for people to keep up with you at?
The arena.
The arena.
Oh, sorry.
The arena?
Yeah, I'm also live on YouTube right now as well. Twice Slice, guys.
Oh,
Give me
snap.
a sub. Please.
Okay.
Where
Where's
do you want me to go, Gene? Where?
YouTube.
Oh,
is
yeah.
it just Twice Slice?
Yeah.
All right, I'll pull you up here because this is a
All right.
brand new channel, right?
Yeah, I mean, I've been posting clips, but I just was able to figure out how to go live on there.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, because I
It's
thought
very complicated in my view. So,
Yeah.
All right, I found you. I found you here. Hold on. All right, so give her a follow. She's at Twice Slice on YouTube. She got 35 subscribers.
Oh,
Just
I
nice.
getting
subscribed.
Thank
So
you.
you gotta start somewhere. And honestly, like you have a pretty big arena following. I think it'll translate over. But I'm gonna go get ready for this trip. I really appreciate you guys joining me on the show today. Hopefully we can do more. And yeah, looking forward to next year.
Hell yeah.
All
Peace
right,
in the
guys.
Middle East. Well,
Bye.
Peace
never,
in
but we
the
hope.
Middle East.
You are banned.